so Bulls and will be watching very carefully and have taken good note of what proceedings were today. "33 balls to get 23. 8 wickets in hand. Doing it nice and easily."
Uses his feet on that occasion, Kumar Sangakkara. There is protection down at long on, so it'll just be the single. Yeah, I think a foregone conclusion. You're right. And it's just how much, as a coach, with the dynamic that you're establishing in the team and the ethos you're establishing in the team, the work ethic, of how much you want to make of this this run chase. Did you want to do it more positively as you advocating, Pat Simcox? Did you just want to win the game and get that W under your belt and get the tournament off and running? Must you delve into the analysis, or how much do you just let it go and say, well done boys, we won the game, let's think ahead now, day off tomorrow, and then we're back again, new day, and go from there? Psychology of the game is always interesting, isn't it? And how you manage that as a player and how you manage that as the coach of the team. He's got plenty of experience, Mickey Arthur. And as you mentioned earlier on, I think errs on the side of the conservative and would rather just dwell on the positives from this performance. They bowled outstandingly well, were really enthusiastic in their field, attitude was good, and he'll go back in the changing room and reckon, well done lads, that is a consummate professional performance. We've outplayed them in every department and won comfortably.
Yeah, I can't fault that. But like a golfer, you want to have a putt early on, don't you? You don't want to get to the fourth hole and have a little tester. I'm just having a look and seeing what the dew looks like, if there's any. It's the end of the over. 15 gone, 92 for 2.
এটা নিয়ে যা মা।
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BPL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
Plenty to be happy about for the hierarchy here in Bangladesh cricket. Really good first day in this Bangladesh Premier League. Cracking game first up. This one has petered out somewhat, but still it's been enthralling stuff. Big crowd built up over the day. There was plenty of atmosphere, lots of singing and dancing in the stands. Down the leg side will be signalled wide. Mere formality now, you'd have to say. Kumar Sangakkara will marshal the troops home, not taking too much undue risk, and just get them over the line.
Just a little bit of bounce and turn. I like his action. He gets a good rev on it.
We've dissected Mickey Arthur's team chat. What about the other side then? What is the coach there? Going to have a word about how the Comilla Victorians have played.
Well, I guess let's start with the bowling. They'd look at this and say, well, we did okay. You know, we managed to get this game to go all the way, 17, 18 overs. All my bowlers had a run. So I've had a good look at the bowling side. We were disappointing with the batting up front. We lost too many wickets, possibly looked to get too big a score early on, having seen the other game and thinking 200, that's where we've got to go, and maybe we can learn from that. Maybe we need to just set our stall out a little bit and take something positive out of it.
I was just going to allude to that. Are you a firm one for for dealing with the positives as opposed to the negatives, or do you feel that, you know, the negatives have to be confronted and have to be dealt with?
Yeah, you got to deal with them. You got to sit with your batsmen and say, listen, guys, we can't get ourselves into a position where we're 35 for 5. We're not going to give ourselves a chance. We've got to get somebody to get in early partnerships and deal with that. You know, accept that responsibility. That's what you're here for. You can't brush it under the carpet and say, well, you know, it didn't work for us and just move on. You've got to deal with those things, as all players have to do. But then move on from that. Leave today and forget about it. Come back again to fight another day. There's a lot of cricket still to be played in this tournament. And the tournament's not won and lost on the first day.
Correct. Every team's going to have an off day. Oh, nearly gets it through. Nearly threaded the needle through there, Kumar Sangakkara. Not a big gap between the backward point and the man at short third man. In the end, good save. So a single to end the 16th over, 97 for 2. And time for a strategic...
এটা নিয়ে যা মা
মন থেকে মনে পথ থেকে পথে সুইয়া সুইয়া যায় রূপালী মায়া রূপালী মায়া
এই কি হচ্ছে
ইয়াদর জড়াইয়া থাকে মমতা মুড়াইয়া থাকে রূপালী মায়া রূপালী মায়া রূপালী মায়া
এইটা তোমার
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BFL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
সংসারে শান্তি আর শান্তি, ছেলে মেয়েদের বিদেশ গমন নিশ্চিত, সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
ওস্তাদ আপনি বিদে কই হেছেন
বেশি দিন টিকবো না যায় না। যারা সাধারণ টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বয়কার কয়েকার বোকা, যারা বয়কার কয়েকার তাদের সম্পর্কে চোখ বন্ধ করে বলে দেওয়া যায়
ভবিষ্যৎ অন্ধকার
আর যারা সর্বাধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বুদ্ধিমান। বুদ্ধিমান লোকের
ভবিষ্যৎ উজ্জ্বল হইবে নাকি আমারটা হইবে
বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন, চাল দেখে যায় চেনা।
এটা নিয়ে যা মা
মন থেকে মনে পথ থেকে পথে সুইয়া সুইয়া যায় রূপালী
কি হচ্ছে?
মায়া রূপালী মায়া ইয়াদর জড়াইয়া থাকে মমতা মুড়াইয়া থাকে রূপালী মায়া
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BFL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
সংসারে শান্তি আর শান্তি, ছেলে মেয়েদের বিদেশ গমন নিশ্চিত, সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
ওস্তাদ আপনি বিদে কই হেছেন
বেশি দিন টিকবো না যায় না। যারা সাধারণ টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বয়কার কয়েকার বোকা, যারা বয়কার কয়েকার তাদের সম্পর্কে চোখ বন্ধ করে বলে দেওয়া যায়
ভবিষ্যৎ অন্ধকার
আর যারা সর্বাধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বুদ্ধিমান। বুদ্ধিমান লোকের
ভবিষ্যৎ উজ্জ্বল হইবে নাকি আমারটা হইবে
বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন, চাল দেখে যায় চেনা।
এটা নিয়ে যা মা
মন থেকে মনে পথ থেকে পথে সুইয়া সুইয়া যায় রূপালি মায়া রূপালি মায়া
এই কি হচ্ছে
ইয়াদর জড়াইয়া থাকে মমতা মুড়াইয়া থাকে
For Dhaka to get these last 14 runs. There we go, saw him coming, telegraphed it early. Did Mossadegh, as he was in his delivery stride, started advancing down the wicket, so easy for the bowler to react and pull his length back a bit.
And a lovely little stare afterwards as well. Just having a good look at him. You come running down the wicket, coming at your head. You stay where you are. That's why they've got 21 metres. Right, has Kumar Sangakkara got a bit bored? Is he thinking, you know what, let's get out of here. 1 or 2 hits and we're gone. Or does he keep nudging it around?
Making sure he's still got the field right. Or in the circle, coming round the wicket now. Oh, there we go. He said he would have a go. And Kumar Sangakkara has tried to heave it over the leg side. Played all around it. He's distraught with himself. Wanted to finish the game, wanted to be there at the end, but it's not going to happen. When they're 3 down now, Dhaka would have wanted their talismanic captain to finish it off and be there at the end. But he's just missed a straight one, really.
He has, and he'll be gutted. That's not what he wanted. But look at the jubilation there. It's a big, big wicket. In anybody's career, you clean bowl Kumar Sangakkara, that's taken some doing. A lot of blokes have tried that over the years. So Sangakkara leaves 25 of 29, 98 for 3.
সংসারে শান্তি আর শান্তি ছেলে মেয়েদের বিদেশ গমন নিশ্চিত সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
ওস্তাদ আপনি বিদে কই হেগছেন
বেশি দিন টিকবো না যায় না যারা সাধারণ টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বয়কার কয়েকার বোকা যারা বয়কার কয়েকার তাদের সম্পর্কে চোখ বন্ধ করে বলে দেওয়া যায়
ভবিষ্যৎ অন্ধকার
আর যারা সর্বাধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বুদ্ধিমান বুদ্ধিমান লোকের
ভবিষ্যৎ উজ্জ্বল হইবে নাকি আমারটা হইবে
বিল্ট্রেডের রঙিন টিন চাল দেখে যায় চেনা
Ryan Tenduscarte is the new batsman. Plenty of experience playing around the world in T20 competitions. And that tells a story. 261 games. Healthy strike rate, just under 140. Best of 121 not out. So plenty of experience and plenty of class. Really, just the job of administering the last rites here in this particular game. He'll want to feel the ball in the middle of the bat, hit a few boundaries, set himself up for the next few games and the balance of the tournament.
I like his style. I like Ida. He's aggressive. He's knocked over Sangakkara. Good follow through. And loved this dismissal. Lovely seam position. And look at him, look at him, look at him go.
Yeah, no matter the state of the game, he's knocked over a legend. You'll remember that for a long time, Will Hyder. Keep going, Ryan Tenduscarte. Maybe thought he had got it wide of the bowler, but took off down the wicket and then realised, what's going on here, and had to escape back to his crease very quickly.
I really like Haider's action, to be honest. If you watch his back foot, it doesn't get square on. Slightly different. He's nice and tall, good seam position. And he looks aggressive. Got a decent pace.
He'll get off the mark now. Well, Ryan Tengascarte, direct hit, but he's well in. Going to go upstairs just to have a check, but I think he's in by a couple of meters. He was well aware, the man at mid-on, came and quickly got a nice bounce and was able to release it. But Tengascarte is very fast. And, well, in by a foot or two in the end. Well in control, Ryan Tengascarte. There'll be no real issues here. Just checking the umpire, making sure that everything in order. Quite rightly so. Use the technology if it's available, and the green light will come on. So no harm done. 17 overs bowled, 99 for 3.
এটা নিয়ে যা মা
মন থেকে মনে পথ থেকে পথে সুইয়া সুইয়া যায় রূপালি
কি হচ্ছে?
মায়া রূপালি মায়া এই আদর জড়াইয়া থাকে মমতা মুড়াইয়া থাকে রূপালি মায়া
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ।
Toki to continue. You just got the feeling they were just building a little bit. Dot ball, and suddenly now they 12 off 17, lose another wicket.
Exactly, that's the point we were making early on. You know, you look at it and you think, oh well, let's say they get home, they win. But you leave thinking, well, they made hard work of that, chasing just over 100. And I'm not one for that. I think that when you go to low score, you're chasing that and setting up your stall in the competition. I would like to have seen them a bit more positive. Almost dragging it out and just getting over the line. I don't know. But then maybe a win's a win and take it and run. What about bringing the fielders in?
Just going to say that, particularly with the new batsman. I mean, why not bring him in? Why not challenge him to hit it over the top and not give him any easy singles? I think that's a great call. Only 4 in the circle, and they're only needing 10 or 15. I reckon get another few in there. Quite right. No, they're just allowing them to do it easy. Mashrafi Murtaza is the captain, but also there's a lot of senior players around him, overseas players as well. Santoki should be the one saying, bring a few in, backing himself as the bowler. There's a fine line between cantering home and squeezing in, isn't there?
Well, that's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking 9 of 13, chasing just over 100. Is that change room sitting there thinking we've done it, or are they still thinking, well, I don't want to get 2 wickets go down? Yeah, suddenly rush of blood, somebody gets a good wicket.
Another dot ball. Here we go. 2 overs remaining, 9 to get. 18 bowled, 102 for 3.
Well, does that look like a dugout that is chasing down a low score and cantering home? Or does that look like a side sitting forward on the edge of their seats, breathing heavily into their hands and thinking, please, please get us home here? That's the difference. There's no relaxing there, nothing. And they're dragging it out.
Well, that the thought of bringing another man in the circle, getting 5 in the circle, is that what the conference was about, or is it about bringing up the fine leg and putting back the long on just in an orthodox fashion? I think it's the latter, to be honest. Not going to be a change from the amount of people inside the 30-yard circle. And I could be wrong, I think there is. You're right, 6 in the circle now. I think an over too late. He should have done that the last over, but at least he's made the change. They're not going to give them the easy single. So yeah, I'm happy with the fine leg going back, as long as mid on, mid off up in the circle, covers in close, stopping that single, and mid wicket in there as well.
Well, what it's doing, Ali, is going to put in the mind of the batsman that he can bowl the short ball here.
Lazy, isn't it? Got to be looking at the fielder as the captain going, what are you doing? Trying to push them right to the line here. You've canted in from the boundary, not trying to prevent the 2 at all.
Yeah, maybe pull him off the boundary rope, bring him in 10 metres. Not going to have a big slog now. Just dab it around, look for the 2. He's quick.
He's a cool customer, as Ryan Tenderstart. They've played in plenty pressure situations over the past, and not really as a pressure situation. They should get home pretty easily in the end, just running 1s and 2s.
I know they will. There's no doubt about that. They're going to get home here. But for my money, I leave here thinking they scraped home. I just don't have that good feel that they did it in style, they did it in the right way. I'd like to have seen more.
They've made hard work of it, no doubt about that. As we were talking about, they should have won it in the 16th over, 4 overs to spare. Just dragged it out. A few overs too many, I reckon. Mossadegh is now 7 of 13 deliveries, just hasn't been able to make the requisite contact with the ball, find the gaps. He's tried to play a few shots in anger, but just hasn't been able to execute. Still 5 in the circle. Just pushing the man back to the extra cover boundary for this delivery. He goes for it. Is he going to? Oh, he's holed out. Big celebrations again from Haider. He's got the short one and fallen into the trap. Mossadegh, you just got the feeling that he was uncomfortable out there. And what he's done is hit it straight down square leg's throat.
Well, well, well. Just what they didn't want. And I'm not sure they crossed. It would have gone pretty quickly. This is how it happened. Bang, pull straight down his throat. Couldn't have done it any better, and he didn't run. He didn't run at all once he'd hit the ball. Tenderstart had to make all the way down to see if he could cross. So the 4th goes down. 105 for 4.
সংসারে শান্তি আর শান্তি, ছেলে মেয়েদের বিদেশ গমন নিশ্চিত, সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
ওস্তাদ, আপনি বিদে কই হেগছেন?
বেশি দিন টিকবো না যায় না। যারা সাধারণ টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বয়কার কয়েকার বোকা। যারা বয়কার কয়েকার তাদের সম্পর্কে চোখ বন্ধ করে বলে দেওয়া যায়
ভবিষ্যৎ অন্ধকার।
আর যারা সর্বাধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি বিল্টেড রঙিন টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বুদ্ধিমান। বুদ্ধিমান লোকের
ভবিষ্যৎ উজ্জ্বল হইবে নাকি আমারটা হইবে?
বিল্টেড রঙিন টিন, চাল দেখে যায় চেনা।
Nasir Hussain, the new man to the crease, very accomplished player for Bangladesh, and with Ryan Tendaskate, they have to feel that this is well under control and they should knock him off, but they won't be pleased with the way this has ended. The Dhaka Dynamites, 69 matches for Nasir Hussain, strike rate of 120, best of 80. But all he has to do here is just finish the game, not take it down to the wire. Easily clipped away off the hips down to fine leg. He middled this, I'll tell you what, and hit it straight into the middle of Sunil Narayan's hands as well. Made no mistake, slightly unconventional with the catch, but he's stoked. Haider, he's shown great emotion whenever he's got a wicket, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that that was at the beginning of the game or when the game meant something, not at the back end of a game they're surely going to lose, and that youthful enthusiasm should never be curtailed and always encouraged. Big shot, up and over cover, just be the single. So that means they're going down to the last over, 4 to get, 107 for 4.
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BPL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
He's on the edge of his seat, and just 4 to win off the last over. And while you think they'd get home with 2 experienced players there, it's a funny old game. But they've dragged it out. And you wouldn't call it a convincing win all of a sudden.
No, you'd never have picked this to go to the last over, that's for sure. They have drawn it out right to the bitter end of the Dhaka Dynamite. Mushrafi Mataza, he's going to take the responsibility of bowling the last over. 3 overs thus far. He's got the 1 wicket, conceded 18. Been good, if not
World Cup to look forward to. Wanted to play well to redeem themselves.
Another one has bitten the dust. Another arm ball between the bat and pad. And it's falling apart for Zimbabwe here.
Oh, Panyangara is gone. Another fantastic bit of bowling by the left arm spinner.
Side at square leg, mid wicket and mid on.
World Cup to look forward to. Wanted to play well
He's
to
going to bowl
redeem
that leg.
themselves.
He can bring mid off and mid on up. And you really want them to try and go over. If they just knock it down the ground, they can pick up a single anyway.
Another one has bitten the dust. Another arm ball between the bat and pad.
He's on strike.
And it's falling apart for Zimbabwe here.
5 balls left. Lose a wicket now. You don't want to lose a wicket now and suddenly 4 balls left and there's some stupid run out or a half chance and it gets a little bit tight. Nothing silly now. Everybody just taking their time, just making sure things are in the right place. 4 in the ring. He's brought mid off up, so which means he'll probably favour the short ball. Square leg back here and fine leg. Is there a double play?
Up and over, game over. The short one from Mushrafi Mortaza, healthy top edge from Nasir Hussain, and that means the Dhaka Dynamites have done it. They've won their first outing, bowled and fielded terrifically well, but some question marks over their approach to this chase. 111, remember, they needed for victory and have only got there with 4 balls to spare, albeit only 4 wickets down, but they've laboured to victory rather than cantered home. And as I said, handshakes all round. They'll be happy. They've achieved what they set out to do at the beginning of the day, and that was to come to the Sherry Bangla National Stadium and win their first game against the Comilla Victorians, and they've achieved that result. It's just the manner and method in which it has been achieved might just pose the captain and the coach to ask a few questions of some of the players. But he'll be happy with his start. You're always happy when you get your first victory under your belt. You tried the short one, you predicted it, Pat Simcox, but it wasn't to be. Healthy edge, the keeper had no chance, and nobody feels there behind the keeper. Raced away for a boundary to bring up the victory for the Dhaka Dynamites.
Well, happiness is there, smiles eventually. The blue flag flying high. Everybody dressed in blue leave you happy with the win. That's the batting card. Jamshed looked good, 44-44 in Raman. There was a nice start, and then Kumar Sangakkara just knocked it around and made sure he steadied the ship. There was nothing fancy going to happen there. He took no risks, and the only one he did, he got out, and then Mossadegh, he hit one straight down Nareen's throat. I thought Haider bowled exceptionally well, and Ryan did Jakarta and the same, knocking it off at the end. But right at the end, the 20th over. Now let's look at the bowling figures. You've got to give them some credit. I think they hung in there and made it really tough. Murtaza bowled well with some good pace. Santoki looked good. Nareen always good, and I thought Haider looked outstanding for 4 overs, 2 for 17. Right, so we've got the flash waiting for us. Let's go and have a listen to who we've got down there.
Thank you, gents. I'm down here with Nasir Jamshed. Nasir, well done on the win. It looked a bit difficult to bat out there. What are the conditions like?
You know, the after first game, pitch was a little bit different because, you know, it's turning and slow balls, very effective. It's play a little bit difficult for the batting.
Okay, what would have been a challenging total?
I think if we bat first, we go for the like 140, about 130, 140, because this kind of pitch is very difficult. You know, it's like little bit turning, slow bounce as well, and it's like difficult for the batting as well.
Moving into the next game, yes, you've got one out of the way. Confidence in the side?
Yeah, of course, win always confidence for the team, and boys are playing very well. We're proud of we fielding very well, we bowled very well, and we are batting very well. And hopefully we will look forward for the next game, and we win the game next game.
Well, all the best in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, there you go. In the match summary, Comilla Victorians got 110. They feel they underperformed with the bat, and then Dhaka Dynamites knocking it off 112 for 4 in the 20th over, and they've won by 6 wickets. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll come back to the presentation.
ব্যালেন্স শেষ চায়ে চুমুক দে ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্ট লিফট 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। চা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর, চা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
উফ, এটা নিয়ে যা মা।
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BPL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
শুনছো এটা কিনি? হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা এটা আমার।
সব সময় শুধু আরে ভাই গার্ড দিয়ে সুরক্ষিত শেভ করুন আর যা ইচ্ছে বলুন।
তোমায় দারুণ লাগছে।
আর তোমাকেও।
জিলেট গার্ডের একটা ব্লেড দেয় 7টা শেভ অবধি।
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। BPL অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
সংসারে শান্তি আর শান্তি, ছেলে মেয়েদের বিদেশ গমন নিশ্চিত, সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
ওস্তাদ আপনি বিদে কই হেছেন?
বেশি দিন টিকবো না যায় না। যারা সাধারণ টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বয়কার কয়েকার বোকা। যারা বয়কার কয়েকার তাদের সম্পর্কে চোখ বন্ধ করে বলে দেওয়া যায়
ভবিষ্যৎ অন্ধকার।
আর যারা সর্বাধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন ব্যবহার করে তারা বুদ্ধিমান। বুদ্ধিমান লোকের
ভবিষ্যৎ উজ্জ্বল হইবে নাকি আমারটা হইবে?
বিল্টেডের রঙিন টিন, চাল দেখে যায় চেনা।
ক্রিকেট বিদেশ গমন সামনে উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যৎ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
এটা নিয়ে যা মা।
মন থেকে মনে, পথ থেকে পথে, সুইয়া সুইয়া।
A very warm welcome back to Fresh Power Play with me, Pamela, and I have a special guest with me, Alistair Campbell, international former cricketer and now a well-known, renowned commentator. So, Alistair, if I ask you that this game, Dhaka Dynamite took it slow, peacefully, or they found it difficult to bat on the pitch?
Well, I don't think it fundamentally changed the pitch at all throughout the day. The first game, 187, 191 wins the game, and then the second game, 111, and they struggle to get it and take it through to the last over and only win it with 4 balls to spare. So I think that they'll be happy with the win, the Dhaka Dynamites, but I don't think they'll be happy with the manner in which they chased. I think that they'd want to have been more positive and win it in sort of 15, 16 overs and get some momentum and get some people playing the way they should be playing. And I think that when you don't play your natural game, when you sort of try and change that in the manner of chasing a small target, then you get into bad habits because the next game they're going to have to play differently. And I just think they probably would have preferred, the coach is probably talking to them in the change room, just saying, guys, we won, that's great, that's what we set out to do. But just the manner in which we batted and the positivity that we showed probably wasn't up to scratch and not what we should be doing.
So basically today we saw a mix of both. We saw some exciting game in the first half, and then second half was slow, calm. We know our game, we are stable. So T20 is actually a mixture of everything what you can think out of cricket.
Well, we saw that all today, didn't we? We saw a power play. The first power play was magnificent in the first game. The Chittagong Vikings, Tamim Iqbal, Tilakaratne Dilshan got 70 in the first 6 overs, and then in reply, the riders were, 24 for 4, I think it was. So we saw that as well. And then in this game, nobody really got going. I mean, both teams the power plays were pretty slow. But in the end, the Dhaka Dynamites bowling, I thought, was the best bowling attack on display today. I think they've got a really good attack and will make inroads into this tournament. But just a bit disappointed, probably, on the batting side.
Okay. We will cut short here a bit and we'll go straight to the presentation because Shamim Ashraf Chaudhry is waiting for us there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the presentation ceremony of this, the 3rd edition of BRB BPL 2015 powered by BFL. Comilla Victorians made a paltry 110, but they gave the Dhaka Dynamites a run for their money. 112 for 4 Dhaka Dynamites. Dhaka win by 6 wickets. Congratulations to the Dhaka Dynamites and commiserations to the Comilla Victorians. Let's introduce you to our presentation party. To my left, Mr. Rafiqul Islam Rani, Head of Marketing, BRB Cable Industries Limited. Next to him, Mr. Najmul Hassan, MP, President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. Alongside him, Mr. Jalal Yunus, Chairman, Media and Communications Committee of the BCB and also Director of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. And alongside him, Mr. Mohammad Inayat Hussain Shiraj, Director, Bangladesh Cricket Board. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us. Okay, I'd like to call upon the captain of the Comilla Victorians, Mashrafi Mortaza, to come across and have a few words, please. Mashrafi. Well, a little disappointed must be because you didn't get the runs up on the board initially.
Yeah, obviously, T20, if you can't get the runs, it's always difficult. But still, I think bowlers have a good effort. And hopefully we'll carry on from here.
Yeah, it's difficult when you come in to defend a total. What goes through your mind? It's very difficult to set the fields, get your bowlers rejuvenated and energized.
Yeah, look, one thing that when we score 110, we need to pick up the wicket. We couldn't earlier, but later on, bowlers ball well, I think. But it's still a lot of wicket their hands. So, I think overall we didn't bat well. That's why we cost the game.
But you at least made them work hard and almost took them to the 20th over. That will give you some spirit to take you through to the next game.
Yeah, that point was no way. I mean, we have to bat through because in 12 overs we lost six wickets. So we need to bat it all through. But luckily we scored 110, and hopefully we'll come up with the good things in the second match.
Bad luck today. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mustafi Mortuza, who's on the losing side. Now, I'd like to request the captain of Dhaka Dynamites, Kumar Sangakkara, to come across and have a few words, please. Well, Kumar, congratulations, well done. But do you think it was that clinical, chasing a target of 110? It seemed that your batsmen had to struggle a bit.
Yeah, I thought we did fantastically well to restrict them to 110. I think Abul Hassan Raju, Fizz, and the rest of the bowlers did a magnificent job, especially picking up wickets in the first 6. But yeah, you're right. Chasing that, we'd probably like to finish in the 16th or 17th over, but with the wicket slowing down, all we had to do was bat through with the start that we got. Nazir Jamshid batted well, so it was just a case of seeing it through.
And you'd have loved to have done it personally, but you got out. Yeah, just talking about the wicket, did you feel that it slowed down? It was not coming on as well as it did in the first part of the day?
Probably. I think it slowed down and got a bit sticky. But still, I think we probably should have finished it a bit earlier, but a win's a win. I'm pretty happy with the way the boys played. We just need to keep brushing our skills up and keep performing better as we go along.
Well, I hope you'll entertain the crowd more. Thank you for talking to us, Sangha.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kumar Sangakkara, the captain of the Dhaka Dynamites. Okay, we've got just one award to give away. That's the player of the match, an award of $500 US. Mr. Rafiqul Islam Rani and Mr. Najmul Hassan are going to hand over the check. And for his 3-4-29, the player of the match is Abul Hassan Raju. Good effort with the ball. He pecked the Comilla Victorians back. রাজু একটু এদিকে এসে আমার সঙ্গে একটু আলাপ করবে প্লিজ। রাজু, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস, খুব ভালো বোলিং করেছে। এমন সময় বল করছিলে যখন মনে হয় যে টোটালটা অত ডিফেন্ড করা ছিল না, কিন্তু তোমার বল দিয়ে খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ কয়েকটা উইকেট নিয়েছিল।
So first of all, thanks to Allah. So অনেক দিন পরে হয়তো এরকম বোলিং করতে পেরেছি আফটার ইনজুরির পর। হয়তো আমার এটা বিপিএল এর ফার্স্ট ইয়ে ছিল। তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আই এম হ্যাপি ইন মাই বোলিং। ইউ আর হ্যাপি, সো ইজ
ইওর টিম। এখন কি করণীয় আছে এখান থেকে অনেকদিন পরে এই লেভেলে খেলার, এই ফরম্যাটে খেলার ব্যাপারে কোনো অন্য আইডিয়া নিয়ে কি বোলিং করো কিনা?
সো আমরা সবাই জানি যে 2020 ক্রিকেট এনিথিং ক্যান হ্যাপেন। সো আমার আজকের প্ল্যানই ছিল, বা যখনই 2020 খেলি, সো একটাই প্ল্যান ছিল যে স্ট্যাম্প টু স্ট্যাম্প বল করা, ইভেন দ্যাট হয়তো বা স্লোয়ারগুলো বেশিরভাগ ইয়ে করা আর কি। এটাই।
আজকে অসাধারণ খেলেছো, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। That's Raju. He just said just a little translation for you that you've got to bowl with a different mindset. It's got to be wicket-to-wicket bowling, and he's very happy. He's come back off an injury and that he could perform. He's very grateful to everyone. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the presentation ceremony.
Thank you so much. And for Abul Hassan, it's going to be a great day. It is a great day. After his injury, he has given a fantastic performance. Dhaka Dynamites look like a really strong team. They're also the reigning champions. So the other teams who are going to be playing and who have already played, what message you have to give them? What do you have to tell them? You know, you need to watch out for this one from Dhaka Dynamites.
I think, as I said prior to going to the post-match presentation, that I think their bowling is really good. Mustafizur Rahman showed what he's done for the national side, and he showed today against right-handers particularly very good. I think he's got to just sort out how he's going to deal with the left-handers, but he's really good. Obviously, man of the match.